Hey guys, Banana Lock here. Welcome back to another Watch Our Realms video. So we are on the test server today where we'll be testing Kane once more. I want to actually take a look at how potentially he could be used in a single target arena. The last time we were doing this video, people were saying that, you know what, I didn't use Casil properly. Should have used Kane as a tank instead. So that's exactly what we're going to try out. And I'm going to try to give him max stacks with his ultimate as well. So you can see that gain 1 stack of Divine Sigil. For each ally in his ultimate range, the natural gain rate increases by 30%. This is exactly what we're going to try to do positioning wise. And yeah, let's head in and see how that does. So bear in mind, Kane is at 2 costs. A2, so he's at 10 costs. That's going to drastically improve his ability to actually keep up here. So drop Kane down as the first unit. He's going to be the tank here. There we go. So we have that cost up. And then let's wait for a bit. Probably going to do Casil first. Get his ultimate up soon. I just need to make sure that all the units are, going to be placed around his ultimate range, which we definitely can do. Just need to, place them down. There we go. Pretty slow clear. I think that Lady Alexandra might be actually faster if we use her instead. So let's cast the ultimate, the Sigil there, and that clears that almost instantly, which is great. And then now we can actually put down Earless and pop this ultimate on Alex once we get it. And see instant kills from Casil. And once the next guy comes out, we'll pop the ultimate again. Was hoping that Alex proc will happen, but yeah, it didn't. Obviously, timings can be better here. But yeah. Now, all the units down. And Casil this time is gonna get that maximum rage. That maximum sigil from everyone. That pop ultimate. Yeah. And Casil is doing a lot more damage this time compared to our last time that we're testing this out, which is great. It just means that perhaps I was using him wrongly. I'm gonna pop that. So the Pope Lightning timing is a bit tricky. Probably want to time it to actually be when the mobs are at the front instead. You can go for a second run to showcase that, of course. Problem with this team is that there's no inspiration unit, so damage is a bit lackluster, I'm guessing. There we go. Pop the Pope ultimate here. And see the Alexandra procs happening. And Casil is almost one-shotting most of these units. And once this guy's in range, let's do the zaps. And that's, yeah, a way faster clear. And once again, Pop Ultimate is out, so we can use it. You can see that clearance-wise is a lot faster than what we saw previously. Yeah, unfortunately, Casil's ultimate was used just before that first run there. So now I get Pope's ultimate up as well, but we're going to pop Alex instead. And then once we get to the third or fourth mob, that's when we want to use Pope's ultimate. There we go. Timing's a bit scuffed, but I think you guys get the point. This is probably a more optimized run. Casil obviously doing great work here. Kane actually manages to tank through almost the whole thing in a full tank build, which sort of solidifies the idea that you can actually use him, but bear in mind that this is with Earlis as well. Earlis is an amazing unit in terms of keeping units alive. And surprisingly, Alex is not doing as much damage as we expected her to do. The problem with this team is that there's no inspiration. That's why damage is a bit lacking. We could try again, placing things a bit differently. Probably not Casil first, Alexandra instead. Let's see how that winds up. So let's put Kane down. And yeah, let's put Alex down. Pop the ultimate. Don't think we need to pop it again. So there we go. We get the Alex ultimate. And that clears a lot faster than what we had just now for sure. Pop this again. And yeah. There we go. And once this mob comes in range, pop that ultimate. And yeah, clearance is not the best. It's Alex Pro. Happened on the second mob, but that's fine. Now we go on to the last guy here. We can pop Alex's ultimate. And pop Pope's. Then once the next guy comes in range, I'm gonna pop the ultimate, and that's gonna clear that a lot faster for us. Still not a perfect run, but I think a lot better than what we had last round. And then let's pop these two ultimates again. Hopefully that lines up, and I'll pop that Alex ultimate to finish that off. You can see Casil doing a lot of work here. And finish that off. Yeah, without Casil's ultimate, it's actually pretty hard to finish off that last guy. Alex is not exactly doing that great damage. And let's pop Pope's ultimate here. Down to the last wave. Now we get to the last wave. Pop these two ultimates. And yeah, Kane's ultimate always winds up not actually killing the last unit. So I think claimings can be changed a bit, but I still don't see potential, especially seeing that this is already A3 Earlis, and we know for a fact that A3 Earlis is absolutely disgusting in the Wukong Valderon teams with Citra. And then we also have the Wukong Ingrid Kigiri Earlis teams that are doing really well, and both of those teams are using Diao Chan. So potentially you could remove Lady Alexandra and use Diao Chan here instead for a better run. But we wouldn't know for sure. I mean, we could go ahead to try that out right now. See how that works, but I'm not hopeful in terms of the potential wise. See Diao Chan. Okay, she's already in an inspiration build. And what we substitute is actually Alexandra maybe? But yeah, BP is really low on this team. Gonna do that. Once we have all that, let's pop the Ultron in, switch for the inspiration. Yeah, I don't see this being faster than Alex. Honestly, it's trying a bit hard to squeeze the Casil in. My guess is that Alex will actually be a much better option here. Yeah, Casil this time, I should have placed Pope up top instead. So that might actually affect the run. I mean, there's potential, but it's definitely not going to be faster than like it's not going to be faster than an Alex team or Kikiri team or even a Citra team for the instance, because it's just way slower compared to what we see on other guys. I mean, Casil can one shot, but that's RNG dependent, which is not great. Because if let's say he doesn't manage to kill the first mob in time, and the run could go a lot differently. There you go. You can see almost when the mob is dead, then he does his ultimate. Pop the ultimate. And yeah, same thing. Don't really have the ultimate lining up. And yeah, I don't think this will be faster than Kikiri or Wukong. Last guy, and he gets one shot, but yeah. Honestly, it's a bit hard to test, but if you go up against the stronger BP teams, for sure this will start crumbling because I don't think Casil can keep up. In fact, I think Alex is a better option here, but I still feel that Kane is in a very awkward spot because you either use him as a tank in most places because you don't actually see him doing much damage, but then because of that, you wind up compromising on other aspects, which is, you either lose your inspiration unit or you lose your healer, and losing the healer is probably much more riskier than losing your inspiration unit. So yeah, that's Kane. Glad we actually got to do this showcase again, but for sure, now I can say that I cannot see Kane anywhere, even in AoE, because we tested it before. You're gonna wind up losing your inspiration or one of your DPS or your healers, which is not ideal. But let me know in the comment section if you think otherwise, if you think there's potential for Kane or there's something else that we should test out. But yeah, I think needing him to be A2 at a minimum to just make him work is just a big no-no for me. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.